Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech Titans. So, it's going mid-2026 and a question I've been getting a lot lately is whether it's finally time to retire the older Pro iPhones. Today we're looking at the iPhone 14 Pro and the newest iPhone 17 Pro. I've got my trusty gold 14 Pro right here and my main daily driver for the last 7 months, the silver 17 Pro. I'm going to walk you through exactly what it's like using both of these phones right now. We'll talk about the design shifts, display, performance, battery life, the camera upgrades, and honestly the real deal with iOS 26 and Apple Intelligence. By the end of this video, hopefully you'll have a clear idea if you should hold on to your money, grab a middle ground option, or if the 17 Pro is actually the massive leap you've been waiting for. Grab a coffee, let's just talk about these phones. Alright, so let's talk about the design first because, yeah, holding these two side by side, it's a pretty interesting story. When the 14 Pro first came out, it was the peak of that stainless steel era. It feels shiny, really strong, but it's got some weight to it, and that stainless rail is an absolute fingerprint magnet. Now, moving over to the 17 Pro, Apple went with a completely new unibody aluminum design, replacing last year's titanium. I know a lot of people on the forums were calling this a downgrade, and honestly, when you hold it next to the 15 or 16 Pro, or even this 14 Pro, the aluminum is a softer material, it doesn't have that super dense feel, but man, I completely agree with the move now. The unibody aluminum combined with the new rounded edges makes this phone so incredibly comfortable to hold and operate. It's light, it doesn't attract fingerprints, and it manages heat so much better. I should probably address the scratchgate issue. You've probably seen the videos, Jerry Rig Everything did a whole test on it. Because the anodized aluminum is softer, especially on those sharp corners around the new camera plateau, the darker colors like cosmic orange and deep blue are scratching and denting really easily. That's actually exactly why I picked the silver. It just looks so minimalist and elegant. I've been using this as my main phone for 7 months, sometimes with my tech woven case, sometimes without, throwing it in my pocket with keys, and honestly, it's still in pristine condition. No scratches, no weird dents. Also, the camera bump is gone. We have this new camera plateau now. At first, I thought it looked a little weird, but I've really fallen in love with it. Looking back at the 14 Pro's camera bump, it kind of feels old now. I don't know, let me know what you guys think about the plateau in the comments. For the display, I love compact phones. The 14 Pro is 6.1 inches and the 17 Pro is 6.3 inches, but because the bezels on the 17 Pro are so incredibly thin, the footprint gap isn't that huge. Plus, the 17 Pro features Ceramic Shield 2 and a new anti-reflective coating, which is just really nice to have outdoors. Okay, let's talk performance. My 14 Pro is mainly my backup phone now. It sits in my bag or on my desk for review purposes, scrolling, and a bit of gaming. I ran Geekbench 6 on it, and it scored 2,643 on single core, 6,426 on multi-core, and 23,127 for the metal GPU. Day to day, it's absolutely decent. Apps open quick, swiping is smooth. It has 6 GB of RAM, which is a big deal. When I test older base models with 4 GB, apps are constantly reloading in the background. The 6 GB on the 14 Pro keeps things manageable. But then you pick up the 17 Pro with the A19 Pro chip and 12 GB of RAM. The Geekbench scores are just insane. 3,925 single core, 10,173 multi-core, and a metal score of 46,350. It actually beats the M2 iPad Pro. Having 12 GB of RAM is a massive leap for the long run. Apple will probably stick with 12 GB as the standard for the next 2 or 3 models. And the thermal management, this is huge for me. On the 14 Pro, long gaming sessions make the phone noticeably warm, but the 17 Pro uses that unibody aluminum paired with Apple's first ever vapor chamber. It is incredible. Usually when you set up a new iPhone, it gets super hot from indexing, but the 17 Pro stayed totally cool. Even shooting 4K 120 FPS out in the shiny sun, yeah, it gets warm, but it never gets hot. It's a massive upgrade from all older iPhones. Speaking of indexing, let's talk about iOS 26. This is the most significant UI overhaul we've seen since iOS 7. The new liquid glass animations are so fluid, it honestly makes iOS 18 feel incredibly dated. When I first updated the 14 Pro to iOS 26, it did get a bit warm for a few days while re-indexing files, but it settled down perfectly. This is the beauty of the Apple ecosystem. A 3-year-old 14 Pro gets the exact same stunning UI as the brand new 17 Pro. The only real difference is Apple Intelligence. The 14 Pro doesn't support it. The minimum is the 15 Pro. Honestly, it's not a deal breaker for me yet. In-device AI is still kind of in a beta stage, and I usually just use alternatives like Gemini or ChatGPT. I do use the built-in cleanup, writing tools, and visual intelligence sometimes on the 17 Pro, but you aren't missing the end of the world if your phone doesn't have it. Alright, camera time. As a content creator, this is a huge one for me. The 17 Pro has this new triple 48 megapixel setup. The zoom is 4x optical. Now, I know that sounds like a downgrade from the 16 Pro's 5x, but because it's a larger 48 megapixel sensor, the quality is wild. You get 0.5, 1x, 2x, 4x, and an in-sensor 8x optical quality zoom, pushing all the way to 40x digital. The gap between this and the 14 Pro is insane. Video is bumped up to 4K at 120 FPS, which is buttery smooth. And the new front camera is actually going viral right now because it shoots in wide landscape without you having to physically rotate the phone. Plus, the new dual capture mode is just super fun for vlogging and capturing your expression alongside the footage. For battery, my 14 Pro is sitting at 78% health. Yeah, it has the important battery message in the settings, but honestly, mostly on Wi-Fi doing social media and a bit of gaming, it still gets me from morning to late afternoon. But the 17 Pro, 6 months in, 163 cycle count, still at 99% battery health. The battery life is just insane. I can easily go all day without even thinking about carrying a charger. Quick note, if you are looking at older iPhones, remember the 14 Pro is the last one with the Lightning port. It's an awkward legacy feature, and even if you get a base model 15, 16, or 17 with USB-C, they still only have USB 2.0 speeds. If you want fast data transfer, you need a Pro model from the 15 Pro onward. So what's the verdict? Should you buy or upgrade? Honestly, the 14 Pro is in a really awkward spot right now. It's got a great modern display with the dynamic island and 220Hz ProMotion, and it's fixed the 13 Pro's green screen hardware issues, but it's weighed down by stainless steel, a Lightning port, and no Apple Intelligence. I actually don't really recommend the 15 Pro either if you are into high demanding tasks or gaming, simply because of the heating issues. For the absolute best value for money right now, the iPhone 16 Pro is the sweet spot. It's essentially a mature, perfected 15 Pro. It has great thermals, 5x zoom, and its performance is the exact same standard Apple is using in the new MacBook Neo, so you know it's incredibly future-proof. It skips the 17 Pro scratchgate issues and is just a rock-solid, mature device. Now, if you have a 14 Pro right now and you're eyeing the 17 Pro, it really depends on you. The 17 Pro is an incredible machine, but it's mid-2026. The iPhone 18 Pro is coming out this September. I really think the 18 Pro will be the mature version of this design. Apple will likely fix the aluminum scratch issues, shrink the dynamic island, and hopefully give us a true native optical zoom past 4x instead of relying on sensor cropping for that 8x shot. So if your 14 Pro is still treating you well, I'd say hold on just a little bit longer for the 18 Pro. But if you do need a phone today and want the absolute best thermals and that crazy new camera system, the 17 Pro in silver is a beautiful piece of tech. Let me know what you guys are rocking down in the comments. Are you holding out for the 18 Pro or is the 17 Pro calling your name? Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.